Welcome back to another before and after video. I think this is video number 9. I'm not 100% sure. I am kind of losing track on the number, but all you need to know is it's another before and after. Today we're going to be doing the loft area and the upstairs spare bathroom, which we call the Cinderella bathroom because we did theme it to Cinderella. I'm going to do both of these rooms because they're kind of one big open space, so we're going to do them together. And you know the drill. Before we can show you the after, we have to show you where it started.
On to the second floor. I guess I should have turned on some lights, but it's all good. We can look down to the first floor, which is kind of cool. Up here we have like a little loft area. I don't know what we're gonna put up here yet in the loft area, but here we have another bathroom.
So we're getting ready to take down one of the bathroom mirrors. We've never done this before, so this is the first for us. Hopefully we don't shatter the whole thing and injure ourselves.
Those ain't safety glasses.
They're the only glasses I have. You have on the safety glasses.
Safety first. This is impressive. I am impressive. See, look at the beautiful mirror. Look, there's two of me. There's two beauties in this set. Look at this.
And as you can tell, we are by no means professionals, so do not look to us for any type of construction how-to. So this is what we're left with. So we'll have to do a little sheetrock repair. And took down the mirror in this bathroom too, like I did the other one. We'll put frame that out, put some shelves on there. We're taking this light down and we're taking the towel bar off.
Oh, that's it? They're holes.
Yes, I know. Yeah, because I basically just plaster them on.
Bam. Bam.
And when they hung that light up, they put a big ass hole in the wall. We're gonna have to repair that too.
But depending on what type of light you get, it'll cover it.
I guess we'll have to try to repair some of it though, because that mirror hid this.
Yeah, I know.
So even with that light hung up, when we took the mirror down, you could see all that.
Yeah, I know.
So if we get...
Depends on the size mirror and everything. That's why you gotta measure everything.
Yeah. First coat is on there. I think that looks pretty good. Slow going, but it's getting done. One step at a time. All right, so what I'm doing now is mixing these paints together so that I have enough paint to paint this bathroom. And I just discovered something that I think is pretty dang cool. I couldn't figure out where we had painted, used this paint in this can. And what I figured out is this paint must have been used in our old house in Wilmington, North Carolina on Broderick Court, because the house that we lived in Southport, North Carolina, we never had time to paint the walls. So we never even painted there. So this paint is a paint that we used in Broderick Court. So we're gonna have a little bit of nostalgia in this house from North Carolina. So that's pretty cool. Not a lot of light in here, apologize, but you know, we don't have a light. So first coat is done. I've painted up until here because board and batten is going to be on this wall.
Oh, yeah! This was my idea.
Dave just had a genius idea. Wait.
See? And then once you got one piece up, you can...
But wait, don't pull up, don't pop another thing.
Okay, go ahead.
You'll have to do it from this direction, probably. We finally got this light hung. It was not easy.
Yeah, it was. It was simple.
No, it was not easy. He's being modest. It was not easy because whoever built this house punched a hole back there. And of course, for some reason, our lives are never easy. I don't know what I did with the bulbs, but I have to take the bulbs back to Lowe's because someone took one of the bulbs out and put another size bulb in that box. So there's 2 different size bulbs in that box instead of what should be in there. I have got one done. All the caulking is done. First coat is done. I'm gonna have to go get new lights because we already have a light bulb out. And that light is like, what do you call it? Defective, I guess, because you can see there is electricity going to it, but definitely doesn't look like that. I do want to cut in here and let you guys know the 2 upstairs bathroom, the Cinderella bathroom and the Peter Pan bathroom, which you will see in a future video, is what we started with when we started all of our home remodeling. And we were amateurs and we did not know how to tile a floor. We had never done it before. So we did have a friend come over and he tiled this Cinderella bathroom floor to show us how to do it. And then it was my job to grout. Now I had never grouted before. This was my first grout job, and I would go on to do the Peter Pan bathroom and the Moana bathroom and the laundry room. So I was pretty proud of myself.
Trim there, trim here. I don't know what I'm gonna do about here. There's not a lot of room in there. I don't know if I can squeeze it in. I may have to sand a part of it just to...
Yeah.
And I'll trim it down to the vanity.
All right, nail holes are all wood puttied. Now we wait for that to dry, and then I will sand it, paint it, then he'll put up the trim. You're unboxing the other vanity.
Fingers crossed, hope nothing's broke.
These are the toilettes that we bought at Home Depot last night.
They have good reviews too.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, the sink doesn't look broke.
I sanded everything, so everything is sanded. All the nail holes are filled, and now what I have to do is caulk all the areas that need caulking. That way the paint is seamless and it looks like it is all one cohesive piece. All right, guys, it is Sunday, but I told you that I was going to bring you along for all of our chaos this weekend, and we're getting ready to cause some chaos.
We are.
We got everything covered up with plastic, and we're getting ready to make lots of noise and messes.
Well, I'm just going to spot a hole. Ooh. Hi! Things I do for my wife. I love her.
What are you, dry fitting it?
Yeah.
Lots of storage gonna be added in here. He's gonna make a step. And then Yep, we'll be able to add lots of storage. We'll be able to store all of our Christmas stuff and Halloween stuff and picnic stuff.
Tired, but it looks good. I got the step in there. I got this so no one's feet falls through. Got all this storage. I hung all the wires up over there. Got wires all nice and neat. And then I put these on just to dress it up a little bit, and that way stuff doesn't fall off.
I did close the doors to the bedrooms that are up here and the upstairs. If you've been following our channel for a while, you've seen those rooms hundreds of times in our videos. But if you're new to the channel, you've never seen those rooms before. So I did want to close the doors so that there's no sneak peeks into those rooms, because we're going to be doing before and after future videos on those rooms specifically. Today we're just talking about the loft area and the bathroom that is behind me. Now the loft area has pretty much stayed the same since we moved here. It has always been like a overflow office area for me. The furniture has pretty much stayed the same. It has moved around a lot, and we did recently add a few pieces, but let's kind of take you through this area. With the loft area, you just come up the stairs and you just come right into the loft area. This area does overlook the living room and the entryway. When we first moved into this house, we weren't sure what we were going to do with this area. This door was not here. This door was added, and we will take you all through that during this video. We did think about putting a chair in the corner and having books in bookcases and use it like a library, maybe have some little cubbies over here with books. But what we ended up doing is just basically using it as an overflow office area for myself. This desk and these bookcases we got at the Salvation Army when we first moved here. And we used to have this desk back up against this wall, and that's where I would edit our YouTube videos. And we had our computer up here. And then over time, as I started building out my craft room, my office space moved into there. And then this area, I didn't use at all. I did start using it a lot recently because I have started with sublimation crafts. So that's basically what this area is used for now. I have my sublimation printer here that I print all of my sublimation art pieces on to subliminate t-shirts, mugs, hats. So that's what all this equipment is for. This is something that we added recently. It's just a metal table for me to have my heat press on there, the tumbler press on there, and then when I do use the hot press, it moves from this table to this table. And that's pretty much all this area is used for. Now, I do have this Canon printer here as well. This is not for sublimation. This is going to be for future crafting things, and I just have knickknacks sitting up here. Now, let's talk about the transformation that this room overtook. So if you watched the living room, dining room combo area, this paint color is the same color that's in all of the downstairs. I wanted everything to be kind of cohesive and flow together. So this paint color that is all the upstairs outside area, like the loft area and the stairway, is the same paint color that we have in our living room, our dining room, and the hallway. Carpeting was also changed. I have showed you the carpeting in other videos. It's the same carpeting that we have in all the bedrooms downstairs. One of the biggest things that transformed this space up here is what's behind this door. Now, I've said in many videos before that we are the first permanent homeowners to ever live in this house. This house was built as a short-term rental, just like all the houses in this neighborhood. Over time, people moved into the neighborhood and were permanent residents. This neighborhood now is probably about 50-50 of permanent homeowners and short-term rentals. Having a house built as a short-term rental, they don't really think about storage for a permanent homeowner to store things such as holiday decorations or whatever it is that you need to store. So there was no attic space in this house. The only storage space that we really had was closets. So as the years went on, we had to have solutions for storage. So Dave cut a hole in the sheetrock and added storage space, and we put it behind this door. So we have a whole attic storage space. As you can see, it is chock full of holiday decorations. So let me turn on the light in here and give you a look at how much storage we added to this house. So we did have an electrician come in and add a light in here for us because there was no electricity up here to add a light. Dave built out all of this, so he has a little step here for us to step onto. And this whole platform, it goes all the way back here. I will have to ask him, and I'll put it on the screen, how far it goes back, like how big this space is. But it goes from here all the way, and you can see how far it goes on the other side. So he was able to add so much storage, and he just cut into the wall here because there was space to be able to do it, as you can see. So this is one of the things that we did to add a lot of value to this house, is adding storage space that it did not have previously. So that's pretty much the loft area. It's not a huge area, but it's very functional. Another thing that we did upgrade in this loft area is the lighting. There were, I call them boob lights, just the like bubble looking lights up here, and we did purchase these lights from IKEA and changed those out. We also changed out these bifold doors. They were wood doors, and I don't know if it was from just the house being hot or whatever, but the panels were kind of warped looking. This door is actually plastic. It's like vinyl, so it will never warp. And we did add this pretty blue pull knob because you know I am who I am. Not long after we moved into this house, we did upgrade the water heater. And so this water heater is only 6 years old. Now this bathroom is pretty small. It is the smallest bathroom in the house, the smallest full bathroom in the house. The smallest bathroom in the house is the pool bath, but it's just a half bath. This bathroom I really liked because of this pocket door. This door actually leads into the craft room. So if you were going to use that room as a bedroom, it is serviced by this bathroom. So it's kind of like an ensuite to the bedroom in there, which I use as my craft room. So that's a good feature of the house. Let's talk about everything that we did for upgrading this bathroom, because we did a lot in here. If you have seen the before and afters for the Moana bathroom downstairs, we had the same ceramic toilet paper roll holder here that we did take off the wall, and we hid the hole by putting in this board and batten molding situation. I think it looks really nice, and we wanted it to match, so we just added more here. And we hung up this mirror. I love this mirror because it is adjustable, and the molding goes all the way back there, and we just kind of used it as a design element. We did change out the light fixture. We took off the medicine cabinet that was on the wall here and framed it out with molding, and Dave built this. It's very similar, I mean the same as the Moana bathroom if you watched that video. And I think it's a really nice addition to be able to have a little bit of storage space. And as you can see, we have a glass slipper. The old vanity we ripped out and replaced it with this vanity that we got. I believe we got this one at Lowe's. And it came already with the sink. We changed out the hardware to black. And this sink is kind of unique because the drawer that comes out here gives you added storage, and it also is shaped like a U to make room for the plumbing that's underneath. And then of course you have more storage down below. We did change out the toilet. So we took the old toilet up and put in a new toilet. We tore up all the tile that was in here and replaced it with this tile. The floor was cracked really badly over here in front of the tub. The old tile was. The floor up here still creaks. That's just always going to be that way. Is what it is. It's something that's always driven us crazy and whatever. This bathtub is a tub shower combo, and just like the Moana bathtub downstairs, the tub was fine, the tile is fine. There was no reason to rip all this out, so we left all this the same. We of course changed the color in here because previously the walls were just pure white. And that's it. And of course I did paint the doors. I had to paint this door because it's a pocket door in its place, but just like I have told you with all the other doors in the house, I took all the doors up here off of the hinges and painted the front and back so it would be nice, bright, white, and fresh looking. And that is it for our loft area and our Cinderella bathroom. The befores, the afters, all of the work that we did to transform it, and I hope you enjoyed it. I am going to enjoy looking back on these memories years from now to remember all the work that we put into this house. I will see you in the next one. All those YouTubey things. Bye.